Hey everyone! Let's talk about something that's on a lot of our minds lately: money, or more specifically, the lack of it. It seems like everyone is broke these days, and it's not just a feeling. There's a lot going on that's putting a strain on our wallets. Have you ever wondered why it feels like no matter how hard you work, you just can't get ahead? You're not alone. This is a reality for millions of people. Rising costs of living, stagnant wages, and the increasing burden of debt are making it harder and harder for people to make ends meet. And it's not just low-income families feeling the pinch, it's affecting the middle class too. Think about this: the cost of housing, groceries, healthcare, and education has skyrocketed over the past few decades. Yet, wages have barely budged. This means that even if you're earning a decent paycheck, it doesn't go as far as it used to. For instance, rent and housing costs have increased dramatically. It's not uncommon to hear about people spending over half their income just to keep a roof over their heads. And it's not just housing. Have you noticed how much more you're paying for groceries? Simple items like eggs, milk, and bread have seen significant price hikes. And it's not just food. Utilities, transportation, and healthcare costs are all on the rise. Now, let's talk about debt. Most of us carry some form of debt, whether it's credit cards, student loans, or mortgages. The problem is that while wages have stagnated, debt levels have continued to climb. Many people are using credit cards to cover basic expenses, leading to a cycle of debt that's hard to break. Credit cards can be a lifeline in emergencies, but high interest rates mean that debt can quickly spiral out of control. It's easy to fall into the trap of making minimum payments, which barely cover the interest and do little to reduce the principal amount. Over time, this leads to more and more of your income going towards servicing debt rather than saving or investing. Speaking of debt, student loans, they're a huge burden for many people. The cost of higher education has increased dramatically, leaving graduates with massive debts that take decades to pay off. This financial strain impacts their ability to buy homes, start families, or save for retirement. Medical expenses are another significant issue. Even with insurance, the cost of healthcare can be overwhelming. Unexpected medical bills can wipe out savings and push people into debt. For those without insurance, it's even worse. A single hospital visit can lead to thousands of dollars in debt. And let's not forget about inflation. While the official inflation rate might not seem too high, the actual cost of living feels much steeper. Everyday essentials like food, gasoline, and healthcare are getting more expensive. This hidden inflation means that your money buys less and less each year. In addition to that, job security isn't what it used to be. Many people are working multiple part-time jobs or gig economy jobs without benefits or job security. This uncertainty makes it hard to plan for the future or save for emergencies. Also, the wealth gap is widening. The rich are getting richer, while the rest of us are struggling to keep up. This disparity means that a small percentage of the population holds the majority of the wealth, leaving the rest of us with fewer resources. Now, let's talk about savings. Saving money is crucial for financial security, but it's easier said than done. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, it can be almost impossible to set aside money for a rainy day. And without savings, any unexpected expense can lead to financial disaster. Many experts suggest that you should have 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses saved up in an emergency fund. But when you're barely scraping by, saving that much can feel like an unattainable goal. Still, it's important to start small. Even putting away a few dollars each week can add up over time. So, what can we do about all of this? It's easy to feel overwhelmed and helpless, but there are steps you can take to improve your financial situation. First, create a budget. Track your income and expenses to see where your money is going. This can help you identify areas where you can cut back and save. Second, try to reduce your debt. Focus on paying off high-interest debt first. This can help you free up more money to save and invest. If you're struggling with debt, consider speaking with a financial advisor or credit counselor for help. Third, save and invest. Even if it's just a small amount, start putting money into a savings account or investment account. Over time, this can grow and provide a financial cushion for the future. Another thing to consider is your career. Look for opportunities to increase your income, whether it's through a raise, promotion, or side hustle. Continuing education and skills development can also open doors to better paying jobs. And don't be afraid to seek help. There are many resources available, from government programs to nonprofit organizations that can provide assistance with housing, food, healthcare, and more. Reaching out for help can be a crucial step in getting back on your feet. Finally, let's talk about the importance of community and support networks. It can be incredibly helpful to connect with others who are going through similar struggles. Sharing experiences, advice, and support can make a big difference. So, the next time you're feeling the financial strain, remember that you're not alone. Many people are facing the same challenges, and together, we can find ways to manage and improve our financial situations. Keep track of your spending, work on reducing debt, save what you can, and seek out support and resources. I hope this conversation has given you some insight and practical tips to help manage your finances. It's a tough road, but with patience, persistence, and support, you can make progress. Let's keep talking about these issues, sharing our stories, and finding ways to support each other. Thanks for watching, and please take care.